Thanks to those joining us live and to those that be joining us here on Archive. If you're listening right now on the Archive, make sure you hit the like button. Let us know you hit the like button in the comment section and leave a comment. Tell us what you think, of course. And for those joining us live, same thing. Shout out to Crystal saying, we ready. Boxing Pound for Pound Jack says, good evening. It is an evening show, but we're here. How dedicated we are. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. And of course, Al the Pal, what it do, he says. Now, I know it has nothing to do with anything, but I need to mention this. Christine, Bomac is free.
Yes,
Bomac's
I
been
was
let
going to
go.
mention it too. He is free. Thank God.
He's a free man. You know
He
what I
is
mean?
a free man.
It's like that Tupac song, Out on Bill. You know, he's getting out. He's like, I'm out.
He's done. He's done. I know he's going as far as he can away from there.
He's like, peace out. Like suspended sentence, and I get to go home later.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a miracle. Like, you know, I mean, I'm so happy because I was hearing some horror stories about what possibly could happen. But
yeah, look, he's been in Crawford's corner for who knows how many fights, right? This time Crawford was in his corner over there in court. Moral support or the Crawford, you know, I don't know. Did his presence help? Maybe. I have no idea, right? Yeah. But they're showing moral support for his friend Bomac, and I'm glad he got let go.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
Man, he's lucky.
I saw some pictures. He looks really happy, and I mean, I'd be happy too.
Yes, he is free. Says Ace TV Boxing. Shout out to him. He is free. Okay, he's free to go home. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Stephen, 47. How's it going? Thank you for being here. Will he return? Like if Eubank has another fight, he needs to go back. You know, are they going to let him go back?
Look, I don't know all the details, but I'll tell you this. I'm sure right now he doesn't even want to think about having to go back for any fights or anything. He's just like, I'm getting as far as I can away from here. That I can just only imagine.
Yeah, you're right. And then he's taking pictures like this. Maybe not right now, Bomac. Get out of the country first. Get out of England, and then you can do this. You know what I mean? It's all good. But hey, happy for Bomac. So breaking news right there. Mike Ramirez in the building. Thank you for being here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button if you're tuning in here. And Crystal says they humble to the core.
Yeah, they are.
Many blessings to them. So
yeah, absolutely. And
loyalty before royalty, says El Pal.
Y'all gotta like forgive me because I have literally been up since 6:30 a.m.
You're not forgiven. How about that? We're not gonna.
No, and I just got off of work, so it's like I just came straight over here and jumped on.
No, look, we appreciate you being here and gracing us with your presence.
I appreciate y'all gracing me.
Well, there you go. You're all gracing. You see, you're gracing. Isn't she humble? You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
You know, and also, not related to boxing at all, but I can't pretend like this hasn't been in my mind and I haven't been paying attention to it. I have no idea what the solution in the Middle East is. I'm not going to dive into the politics of it or anything like that. All I want to say is that it's devastating watching what's happening over there. It's like surreal watching it. And to see it at that scale. Yeah. In today's age with smartphones and people are capturing it while it's happening, war is a very devastating thing. It's probably the worst of us as human beings. But thoughts and prayers for sure for people out there, and I hope there's a solution at some point. It's horrible what's happening over there. But
no, it really is. Prayers to everybody involved. You know, it's like people have their opinions and want to pick their side, but it's not a game. This is people's lives, and I just think that we need to just let people be happy and live their lives and not impose whatever our thoughts and beliefs are. But that's just me. I'm my little soapbox, you know.
Yeah, it's 100%. So let's get to some good news here. Now, this was announced last week, Christine, and that's the topic of today's box topics, as announced by Turki Alalshikh. All right, His Excellency. He's a Saudi advisor at of the royal court under the rank of minister and current chairman of general authority for entertainment. It's a long ass title for he's in charge of the entertainment in Saudi
He
Arabia.
must be important.
He sounds like a very important dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The bout is reported to take place late December. I've heard different dates. I've heard 23rd. I've heard other dates, or in January. Fury is first expected to breeze through Francis Ngannu, who was a former UFC heavyweight champion in a cross-promotion event. You know, and the Undisputed Unification expected to have a two-way rematch clause. So let's talk about it in chat. We want to know what you guys think as well.
First, I mean, a lot of people were like criticizing him for this Ngannou fight. What are your thoughts? I mean, I'll tell you mine, but like, what do you think? Like, was the criticism justified?
Have you seen that emoji? Like, no, but I hate the fight.
You hate it?
It's a joke of a fight. Like, who the hell's Ngannou? He's 0-0.
Okay.
The heavyweight champion of the world.
Okay.
Is fighting a novice.
Okay. Well,
it'll be, if it was an exhibition fight for fun or for charity, cool. But he's getting paid a cool, like, I don't know how much, like 80 million, whatever the hell, a ridiculous amount of money.
That's my point. We can hate it all day long, but he's getting $80 million. And
well,
then
is he going to give you a cut, Christine? Is he giving you a cut of his money?
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a right to hate it or not hate it because I'm not getting a cut. But he is he's getting $80 million, and it's like and then the next fight is the fight that we all want to see. So
that is true.
If he wants to get in there and move around a little bit and knock off some cobwebs and make a cool 80 million, who am I to say no? I don't like it. I don't think you should do it. Like, come on, you know.
Look. The fight's trash. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not trash.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Are you
like,
gonna watch it?
No. I'm not gonna buy it. I'll say I'm not buying the fight.
Well, that's not. I didn't say are you gonna buy it. I said are you gonna watch it?
They have it at a bar or something.
Okay, so you are.
You know, I'll watch it but because I want to see the post fight because Usyk's gonna get in the ring and all that good stuff. That's why I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, you know what I mean? I just don't like the fight. It's kind of like, imagine like if he's fighting a level like that's what Jake Paul's fighting, MMA guys. Like that's the level of opposition he's fighting. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing for the sport of boxing.
It's embarrassing for because let me tell you something. When Fury goes to the bank to make that deposit, he's not embarrassed. Trust me.
Well, I don't care. He's not embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, it's embarrassing for the sport of boxing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think there have been some more embarrassing moments. Like, you know, I mean, there's some people that can't stop fighting and they're going to be on pay-per-view and they're like 40-something years old. And, you know, it's like they can't let their proteges, you know, enjoy the limelight.
Are you talking about Floyd and Mayweather?
Who you think I'm talking about?
Yeah, but Floyd's are exhibitions, though. That they're not official boxing matches. And Floyd is not the reigning. He's not the reigning world champion right now.
No, you're right. But what is the difference? I mean, they're still getting in the ring.
It's a big difference.
It's a word. It's a word.
Like, imagine like if your Olympic squad was told instead of fighting another nation, right, for qualifiers, they're going to fight a bunch of YouTubers for qualifiers. And that's how they're going to qualify for the Olympics.
Okay. Are they going to get 40 or 80, whatever $1 million?
I mean, let's put money aside for a second.
Well, no, because I think money is the big thing because he's not going to fight this dude if there wasn't a lot of money involved. Like, I mean, come on, let's be real.
There is a lot of money involved. That's the only reason the fight's happening.
Exactly.
Right?
And
what I'm saying is it's not a legitimate fight is what I'm saying. Like, it just isn't a legitimate fight. It doesn't do anything for the sport is what I'm saying. Right. I am an advocate for things that benefit the sport, Christine, not a fighter.
No, I get it. And I am too. Like, trust me, I am too. Like, I love
If
seeing.
you negatively impact the sport of boxing, you're indirectly taking money off the table of other fighters to suit yourself.
Mm,
Yeah, because you're making a mockery of the sport. People become disinterested in the sport. The more people that become disinterested in a product and buy that product, it affects people that make money off of that product. In
well,
this
I'm
case,
gonna
it's
say
boxing.
this: if somebody is gonna totally like forget about boxing because of this matchup, then they were never in it. They were never boxing heads. Like, seriously, if this fight is gonna like totally detour a boxing fanatic from liking boxing again, then they were probably never really liking boxing in the first place,
So let me
because
ask
that
you
would
this
be
question.
stupid and weak.
While I agree that one thing shouldn't make you do that,
Yeah,
it could be that straw that broke the camel's back for certain fans, right? Like
sure, it could, and you know
because
what?
boxing keeps doing it to itself like multiple times with a lot of things.
No,
That's
it does
why.
happen. It does happen, absolutely. But I am a diehard like you. Something like this is not gonna like break my back. And if it does, then whoever is like disinterested from this time on, they need to go. Bye. I'll pack you a
Okay.
lunch. Bye bye.
So you love the fight, is what you're saying.
No, I never said I love the fight. But if I'm Fury and they're offering me, somebody said 40 million, you said 80, I don't know.
I don't know.
Both are
I
like,
said I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out
okay,
there. But
so like 40, and then he's giving Ngannou $10 million. I mean, he's allowing him to make this money. To me, I mean, it's kind of charitable, and you know what, I kind of respect that. And I don't have to watch it,
uh,
because the next fight I'm definitely watching.
you're not gonna tune in for the post fight
You know what?
shenanigans.
I mean, if I happen to be not working and someone happens to be watching it, I'll watch it. Fury, like, I get a lot of flack because Fury is my favorite heavyweight. There's not been
It
many that
sounds
have
like Fury
been.
needs to give you that cut. He needs to give you a little bit something, a little bit
Nah,
of cheese. Because you're
no, he just no,
supporting his event. You're going. Look at
no.
you're going to bat for Fury right now. Like
I
give
like
her a
him.
cut. You know what I
He's the
mean?
best right now. He is the best.
For sure. Now, here's what I will agree with: the fact that we're going to get the Usyk fight, right?
Yeah,
It's like okay, whatever. It's kind of like when Canelo fought Chavez Jr. and Triple G comes out right after the fight, and it's
right,
like,
right.
yeah, we don't care about Chavez Jr. fight anymore. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't like that fight, but whatever, right? But
Hmm.
we're gonna get the one we want. This is the one we want. Undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, the first
Yeah.
since Lennox Lewis, the first of the 4-belt era. This is very significant, and dare I say, no offense to the little dudes, and no offense to the women. Okay, no offense to Clarissa Shields, and no offense to, what I mean, to Amanda Serrano, Katie
Just
Taylor, and
say what
Devin
you want to
Haney, and
say.
and
They
and
can
and,
take.
and who
They're gonna
else?
take it however they want to
Canelo.
anyway.
Like,
Everybody's gonna take it the way they want
no,
to
no
anyway.
offense to
Say it.
Crawford, Canelo, Haney, like all of them. Inoue, uh, I already said Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields. No offense to any of them, Christine.
Yeah.
There is no greater prize in boxing than the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. There's
No
nothing bigger than
lies.
this.
No lies. Absolutely. Some people only want to watch the heavyweights. They want to know where their hero is. Because they feel like we don't have one right now. I mean, I feel like we do, but there's people that will disagree with me. Um, Pound for pound, Jack said Fury gave Dillian, Chisora, and Ngannou the biggest payday. So you know what? Honestly, like, we might be able to call him Saint Fury because he's being very charitable, and he's putting some money in these pockets of these guys that wouldn't have made this payday if he weren't involved.
Well, he's
So
a
you know what?
heavyweight champion of the world. When you fight the heavyweight champion of the world, you make more money.
I'm just
That's the way it
saying.
works.
I'm just saying. I might have to start calling him Saint Fury.
I mean, they're not making what Canelo opponents make. So what does that even mean? Like,
Well,
you know
we're
what I
not
mean?
even talking about Canelo right now, are we?
I mean, but here's what I'll say. Saint Fury, like, come on. Okay, look. At the end,
Santo Fury.
Saint Tyson Fury.
Why not?
This fight, I know you like Usyk too. Um,
I do. This is the struggle.
Gold
Yes.
medalist, former on speaking of, he's been
Yes.
undisputed at cruiserweight. This is his opportunity to accomplish undisputed in two at cruiserweight and at heavyweight. And
Yes.
the reality is that would be huge. He would be the first to do it ever, really.
He is daring to be great.
I don't
Daring
think
to be great.
Holyfield didn't do it. Holyfield fought Lewis for undisputed, but he lost that fight, right?
Right.
Or it was draw, then he lost. But nonetheless, this is huge. That this is,
It's
but it's a tall task,
huge.
literally.
Yeah.
This reminds me of it's like a modern day, and I hope the promotion they do for it because I don't know if you saw the Ngannou promotion.
No, I haven't. I've been busy.
I hope I want to see a promotion where they kind of show Usyk like David from the Bible, right? He was a
Oh, you
champion of
mean
the
like David and
Israelites.
Goliath?
Yeah, and then you got Goliath and Fury. You
Ah,
know what I mean?
okay.
And kind of maybe do a promo like that. That'd be awesome.
No, it would be awesome, but I think that it wouldn't go the way. And I love Usyk. I love him, but I think that it would change
Oh,
the
what did
narrative.
people say about David in the Bible? What did they
I
say? They thought he was going to
know,
get
but
slaughtered.
it
And what
would
did he do?
change
He
the
knocked him out.
narrative. I don't know.
Maybe David's got the slingshot this time again. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Maybe. But you know what? Fury's got the goods. He's a seasoned veteran. He knows all the tricks. He's powerful. He's long. He's tall. Like, I mean, I'm definitely gonna pick Fury, and I love Usyk. Like, I would never bet against Usyk with anybody else
All right,
except for
let's
Fury.
go over some of the comments here. Lisa Bales, we appreciate the support. Press
Yes.
the thumbs up. Absolutely. Make sure you guys do that. Boxing pound for pound, Jack Fury gave Dillian, Chisora, and Ngannou their biggest paydays, as Christine read earlier. Teach.
Fury.
There you go. Teach. Usyk is going to be at Fury, going to beat Fury, in my opinion. I believe that's what he's trying to say, right?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Beat, yeah, he did. Al the Pal should it's in Houston. I'm not sure what that means. All right. Power Brown Jack Roberto Duran Jr. is fighting on the undercard. He's still box.
Okay.
All right. The son of Manos de Piedra. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Lisa Bells believe it's going to be a good fight. I believe she's talking about the Undisputed fight.
Yeah.
Crystal says, I love Lewis. He was one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites too. Lennox Lewis was a terrific fighter.
Oh,
Alapal, just going to try to fill some seats up because Top Rank don't really come to Houston. Shakur stays out here. He might be there because Keyshawn Holmey. All right, they're talking about some other fight there. Saint Fury, if we do this, requires the state Saint Jake Paul. Man. It is what it is, you know what I mean?
I love you, Crystal.
All right, so I'm gonna skip comments that have nothing to do with the fight, guys, because we got to go through so many. Fury wins 7-5 or 8-4, says Pal from Al Jack. Are you somewhat in line with that, Christine? Does that sound plausible? Or do you think the size of Fury? Do you think it's gonna lean on him?
Yeah,
Headlock
I mean, yeah, I do. It's so funny that you say that because it's like whenever I imagine this fight, I see him towering over Usyk and like laying on his back because he's really good at putting his weight on people and then punching on the inside. That's why I said he's a veteran. He knows all the tricks. He knows everything to do. And that is the image that I see in my head, like him leaning over the back of Usyk, and then sneaking in some shots. I mean, we've seen him raised from the dead. Okay. So this guy is something. He really is. I'm super excited about the fight. Like, I would love to go. I don't know where I'll be in the world, but I would love to go. But if I'm not able to, I'm definitely tuned in. But you know what? And like I said, I'm gonna watch the Ngannou fight too. Just because I want to support my guy.
All right. Mike Ramirez says payday. You want payday? So this kid says, I am Tyson Fury. I give you the payday of your life. You know what I mean? Like you dosser. You know, like what?
But to be in that position, to be able to bless people with paydays, to change their lives, giving them some serious money, why not? He's very charitable.
He gives them that red panty night, you know, money. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of money he gives these guys. Big, life-changing money for sure.
Absolutely.
Al the Pal, but he started boxing here. He's been since high school, junior. I don't know what I don't know what that's about. So look, let's go ahead and proceed here. Have they declared venue for Fury Usyk? Not yet.
I haven't heard anything. Have you?
Not yet. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia. We do know that.
Well, then I won't be there.
It's going to be an Arabian night.
Okay.
Arabian day.
Okay.
It's going to be on during the day for us. You know what I mean? Like for us during the day. It's going to be an Arabian night. It might be an Arabian night for you. Who knows where you're going to be in the world? You're everywhere. So like.
Well, I haven't been there yet, so I don't know. I don't see that.
Yeah, but you're in Europe or something. It'll be nighttime probably.
Yeah, that's true.
So it'll be very, very interesting. Shout out to Tony Boswell. Appreciate you, brother. He says,
yes,
much respect to the real Christine. And the chat, stop to show support and hit the like button. You see how Tony Boswell is doing a good service, hitting the like button. That's what it's all about. We definitely appreciate you guys being here, by the way. Pound for pound, Jack. I believe Fury will outbox Usyk in the first 4 rounds. Usyk will try to catch up by increasing work rate and punch output. He will get hurt later on, in my opinion, but Usyk will survive.
Okay, so
he will survive. You know
you know what? I do agree with this take. I mean, we usually agree on a lot of stuff. Boxing pound for pound, Jack. But I think he'll survive too. Like, I don't think that Fury will knock him out. I don't. Like, Usyk is literally a monster. So I don't think he can be knocked out. So I totally agree with that.
First of all, I don't believe in no one's able to get knocked out. You know what I mean? Like anything's possible. But
anything's possible. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
But it's not very probable. I will say that. If Wilder hit, I saw Wilder hit this man with his best shot.
That's what I'm saying. He rose from the dead.
He rose from the dead and like became an aggressive fighter. Like that's like the craziest thing ever. You know what I mean? He got up in that 12th round, right?
Yeah.
And then he went at Wilder. Like, he didn't try to survive. He went at him, and then he hurt him with the right hand. And then when he hurt him with the right, he got an epiphany. He was like, "Oh, so next time I fight him, I'm just gonna go at him." And that's what he did. It's crazy. Yeah. He's out of shape though, isn't he, Christine? Like, I mean, I can't say he's out of shape because he could go 12 rounds hard. He's in shape.
I'm like,
but he doesn't have an aesthetically, he doesn't have that world champion physique.
Has he ever had that? Has he?
Well, he wasn't like he was like 250 or something when he fought Klitschko.
Okay, but he's
Well, what happened? What's going on, Christine?
Yeah, he's always had the dad bod.
Oh yeah. No, 100%. But that's not. I don't know if I could define that as a dad bod. It's more like a. I don't know what to call it. Like that whole body has like its own zip code. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of mass. You know what I mean? It's just.
Okay, but it doesn't really matter what he looks like. He's.
I'm just saying. I just want a heavyweight champion that has the look. You know what I mean? Of a heavyweight champion.
So like AJ. I mean? So does that? I mean, like AJ?
No, like Usyk. You know what I mean?
Okay, you're like Usyk. Okay, but if they don't get the job done, what difference does it make?
They don't get the job done. It makes no difference at all. Like, you know what I mean? It is what
exactly. It doesn't matter.
A bacon and eggs is in the building. Okay, in case you want breakfast, Christine. There you go. Stephen, how's it going? MAW out in Australia, by the way. Shout out to you. Smash the like button, folks. If you guys haven't done that already, please do. Even if you don't like me, the likes for Christine. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
No, the likes are for both of us.
What happens if Fury takes that 1 KO punch and loses against the MMA guy? Christine, you want to answer that question?
Okay, say it again.
What happens if Fury gets knocked out by Ngannou?
It won't happen.
But let's just say it did.
I have an emergency.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You're good. You gotta get going.
I do. I love you all. Thank you for the chat. I am on 24-hour call here at the Olympic Training Center, and I have an emergency. I just got a text. So
go take care of business.
Bro,
I
love
finish.
You. Keep it going, and I will call you in a minute.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Bye.
Do what you got to do. All right, everybody. Look, shout out to Christine. Things happen. She's got to do what she's got to do, guys. But look, let me give you guys a couple of thoughts here, just to kind of we'll just kind of go with it. Okay, we're gonna make this work out a little bit, but let me ask, like, if Fury gets knocked out by Ngannou, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now that fight's fixed. Like, it's gonna like, just why, like, it's gonna look suspicious, like something, right? Like, I just don't think he's gonna knock him out. I just don't. If you've seen this dude, like, he looks terrible working out. I just don't see it. That's just me. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's gonna be worse than it was for McGregor when he fought Floyd. I just don't see it happening. All right. I just don't. So like that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go there. If Ngannou knocks out Tyson Fury, that fight's fixed, bro. Because and they're gonna do a rematch and they're gonna sell it again. That's what I think, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So that is that. I'm just saying. All right, it's a fix. Batista, how can you say it's a fix? If Ngannou knocks out Tyson Fury took a dive. That's my official stance as of right now. Right? Point blank, period. But I don't believe he's gonna take a dive. I just don't. It's not, no amount of money of a rematch. Nothing is worth the embarrassment for Fury. And he already has that they obviously did the Usyk fight already. And I think they did the Usyk fight to appease a lot of hardcores that were angry about the fact that he was fighting Ngannou, but not Usyk. But now he's giving them that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. It's like if somebody asked me, like, DStyle, if O'Malley from UFC fights Crawford and he knocks him out, what would you do? I would say Crawford took a dive. Like, that's what I would say. Like, because that's not going to happen unless he takes a dive. Like, that's it. And he's not going to take a dive, so we know what's going to happen. But these style, like, what if like these MMA guys can't even beat Jake Paul? Jake Paul's knocking these MMA fighters out. Like what, you think an MMA dude's going to show up and fuck with Fury? I'm just saying. And if Fury goes a distance with Ngannou, he only does it because he's carrying him. That's it. If he carries him, that'll be the only explanation. Point blank, period. All right? If Ngannou was miraculously beat, Fury, obviously heavyweight undisputed, goes out the window. Surely the rematch, because Fury put rematch in there. 100%. I think they just put the rematch clause in there to kind of sell to people that he's a threat. That's what I think. All right. That's just what I think. Tony Bowser, I must respect to teach. I agree with you. Fury will dictate the pace and time when he wants to end it. You know, boxing pound for pound, Jack. If Fury loses to Ngannou, he will retire from embarrassment. That would be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing for the sport of boxing. It would be embarrassing as a fan. We're not going to hear the end of it from MMA fans. We're just not. If our heavyweight champion of the world gets knocked out by some MMA dude, that would be devastating to the sport. And look, I understand anything's possible because there's two human beings in there and they're throwing haymakers, right? But it's just so unlikely. It's like saying like what if a toilet falls like on my head right now, like where I'm at, like it's just so unlikely to happen. You know what I mean? And I get unlikely things happen. This would be a bigger upset than in my opinion, than Douglas Tyson. It would be bigger than that, and it would be embarrassing. I'm expecting a mismatch. I'm expecting this guy to miss. I'm expecting Fury to play with him and carry him for a little bit, put on a show, and he'll carry him if he wants, or he'll knock him out if he wants. It's just that's what I see. All right. Bacon says if Fury loses to Ngannou, then he should hand over the belt to Usyk. MAW footage of Ngannou punching alongside Wilder says Wilder hits harder, and if Fury was able to rise from the dead versus Wilder, he'll probably rise if knocked out by Ngannou. Let me tell you guys something right now. I know Wilder gets a lot of flack, because they say he throws windmill punches and they say he's not technically sound. Let me just put it to you guys. Let me put it this way to you guys, okay? Fury made Wilder look that way. Guys like Ortiz, really good boxer, good Cuban boxer, made Wilder look that way. But even though they made him look that way, like I still saw him outbox Stavern, right? I saw him box guys of not that high of quality, like I like Fury or like an Ortiz, but I promise you, like if Wilder fought Ngannou, Wilder would look every bit like that bronze medalist that he was back in the day. I think he, became more of like a sharpshooter with the right hand. But what I'm saying is Wilder would look extremely skilled next to Ngannou, like worlds apart. And I think that's what people are going to realize here, in my opinion. Footage of Ngannou punching alongside Wilder says Wilder hits harder. And if Fury was able to rise from, I read that one. Crystal says, Fury known for the head and body movement, no way for the lad to catch him. I agree with DStyle. They put on a show and call it a night. Then on to the Undisputed Fury Usyk. I think what's going to happen in this fight, Ngannou's going to know he's being carried, and he's just going to do enough to kind of stay in the fight. And I think that's what's going to happen. And they're going to reach a point where they just really go at it. And I think Fury's going to take them out. But it really is whatever Fury wants is what's going to happen in this fight. I'm just saying. But Wilder had that NyQuil. Wilder has his right hand is one of the most devastating right hands in the history of boxing. Say whatever you want about anything else. If we keep it real, that right hand is one of the most devastating right hands ever. Okay? And if Wilder could have knocked this guy out, ain't nobody gonna knock him out with one punch. The only way I see somebody stopping Fury, it's not gonna be because they landed that one big haymaker and knocked him out. It's not what it's gonna be. If it happens, it's gonna be someone who is landing accumulative shots on him nonstop and forces a ref to stop it. But even that's hard to imagine. I just don't see somebody doing that to Fury, quite frankly. But look, Fury's been down before against Cunningham, though, so it's possible to knock him down. It is what it is, but Cunningham's landed a perfect shot. But it is what it is, Bacon next, Wilder versus Ngannou would be great. Over with 1 or 2 rounds. I think Wilder knocks Ngannou out in the first minute. I don't see how Ngannou stops that right hand. I just don't. I don't see. Go watch some of his highlights, man. How wild he looks when he's throwing punches in the octagon. It's just not that good. Like I'm just telling you guys. And then he can't. I saw a kickboxing match of his. He looked okay. I don't know. MAW Malik Scott is underrated as a head coach, in my honest opinion. Wilder, though, looking like a novice, has improved under Malik in other assets, better than he was under JD's, in my honest opinion. Wow. Okay. So, Jay, I, I, I always thought Wilder was good with Breland. I know Breland wasn't the main guy, but when he worked at Breland, that's how he the jab was good with Breland and the right hand was good with Breland. I'm not sure how to feel how he is with Malik Scott, like, because we haven't seen enough. They didn't get enough with the Viking dude, Hellenius. We didn't get much with that. It looked like same old Wilder to me. But we do have that third Fury fight. He did pretty good in that fight, considering he was just outmatched. Like, Fury's just a better fighter, but he did really good considering the circumstances, right? With who he was fighting and all that. But I just got to see more with Malik. I just, like, not in the training montages, but in the fight. You know what I mean? Tony Boswell, someone has to break him down. Absolutely. But who's going to do that, though? That's the crazy part. Some people think it's Usyk, though. Some people think Usyk's the guy that could break him down. But, man, I don't know. It's hard to envision that. Usyk wanted the split to be 50-50 versus Fury, and he wanted the A-side treatment, and it went to skills challenge, but Fury checkmated him by signing with Riyadh season. Even the fight poster says so. Look, at the end of the day, I'm just happy the fight's happening. You know what I mean? I'm excited about this. It's undisputed. The two best heavyweights in the world going at it, and I'm extremely happy about that. You know what I mean? By the way, those just coming in, Christine had an emergency; she had to go. All right, but some of her thoughts you could always catch it on the archive, or you could always go back and listen to that. By the way, hit the like button, and I appreciate you guys being here. We're aiming, and we're almost there in the watch hours for Christine, so she could get this channel monetized. So you guys being here and watching is a big deal. Right. And I definitely appreciate that. Right. Christine does a lot of, she does a show every Wednesday here. She's contributed on my platform on HCP. She's been contributing on my platform for about 3 years now. So I do everything I can to help her. And so I appreciate you guys being here, but liking the post helps, right? Liking the shows helps, sharing them on your social media. I don't care if you have 3 followers on Twitter. I like, just share it. Right. One person may click on it and they may subscribe, and collectively, that's how all this works. Okay. Never feel like you're not contributing because you don't have a big enough subscriber base, because you don't have enough followers. And if you do have a following, you should definitely be sharing the shit. You know what I mean? Teach. Didn't Fury accept 70-30 with stipulation? I don't know. I don't know what the stipulation would be. I know originally he had said something about donate money to Ukraine or something like that, but I know that's still under that. You know what I mean? There you go. And Power Jack is saying that Fury is playing 4-dimensional chess. Man. All right. Bacon X, no later than March for the Fury versus Usyk fight. I reckon January. No later March. Like what? Like, I mean, they said December. No later than January. Let's not move it here. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lady Chen on them season. How's it going? She says, hola, these Fury fanboys are completely sickening. I wonder if they have sons, or do they have wives and girlfriends, because they're not well at all. How they adore another man like this. Man. Shout out to Lady Chan. Y'all are wonderful together, says Crystal. Pound for pound, Jack, I reckon the fight happens in February. And the Riyadh. Am I pronouncing this wrong? Is that Ramadan? Is that Riyadh? Like I think I'm butchering that. I apologize. Season is in March first week, and they will have to end in February. Isn't that Ramadan? Or is that how it's spelled? Like, what the hell? Like, where have I been? Fury resume is nothing less than pathetic, says Lady Chan. Lady Chan ain't impressed. But he's about to add Ngannu, the UFC heavyweight champ. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Lisa Bale saying, what's up right there? How's it going? I hope this fight is in December to end the year on a good note, 100%. I hope the fight is in December as well. And imagine having yet another undisputed champion crown. This, of course, is the big one. The heavyweight championship of the world. The undisputed heavyweight champion. There is no greater prize. No, I'm biased when I say this, but there's no greater prize in sports. There's at least that's what they used to say, right? But nonetheless, there's no greater prize in boxing. Okay. When you are the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, no one could fuck with you. All right. Mike Tyson said it best. All right. So when I was heavyweight champion, I mean, nobody could fuck with me. Not the flyweight champion, not the welterweight champion, not the middleweight champion, not the light heavyweight champion, not the cruiserweight champion. I was the man of the fucking planet when it comes to heavyweight. That's what that means. All right. When you're the undisputed heavyweight champion. Right now, Usyk has the opportunity to become the only 2-division cruiserweight and heavyweight undisputed champion. He'll be doing it in his 4-bout era. And he'll become the first as the great Lennox Lewis, who achieved it in 1999. And there you go. We haven't had it since. The whole Klitschko era. The Klitschko wouldn't fight each other because they were hermanos. All right? People wanted them to fight. They wanted blood. No, you got to fight each other. Like, chill out. Like, they're carnales, they're brothers. You know, they promised their mom they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Hey, you can't fight each other. You promise your mom. You know what I mean? But people wanted blood. They wanted undisputed, right? We had the Klitschko era. They shared the belts. And then Vitaly retired. Stavern got the vacant belt. Then Wilder got the belt. Joshua ended up getting the other 3 belts along the way because Fury won the 3, but then he went away. We know the whole story. Joshua got the other 3 crowns. He unified with Parker. And again, we had Joshua in the UK, Wilder in the US, massive fight. Massive. And for whatever reason, they didn't fight. And Wilder came out and admitted that he turned out more money to fight Joshua than to fight Tyson Fury. Insane. More money and for undisputed, but you want to go fight Tyson Fury. Okay. So we didn't get it then. And then Joshua had the 3 belts, and Fury beat Wilder. We still didn't get it. Usyk beat Joshua, beat him twice. It looked like we weren't going to get it, but now we got it. Knock on wood, that there's no injuries. Knock on wood that nobody gets stripped of the IBF like I've been hearing. Knock on wood that we get this undisputed fight. It's a big fight for boxing. It's a big fight for the fans. I'm just saying. Puerto Rican Rum, it is a regular ESPN or ESPN pay-per-view. Also, is it in the afternoon due to the time difference? It is pay-per-view. I know that. The Ngannou fight is. And I'm pretty sure the Usyk fight's going to be pay-per-view as well. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they put it on ESPN. I think that'll be great. I think millions of people would watch it, to be quite frank. But I don't think, you think they're going to do that for us? They're going to do that for us. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. There's only one person in chat who said they would blow a particular boxer if they met him. I'm leaving it at that. Whoa. All right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. If this is on the afternoon, Aram should try to get it on ABC. The UFC has had a few fight cards on ABC recently. Would be nice of them to throw Top Rank a bone. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like if this fight was on ABC, that show would get millions of viewers. Like it would be amazing, right? Pete says, so you think China would put up good money for a Zhang versus Fury? I do, actually. I don't think it's Saudi level money, though. I don't think they're going to offer that much money, but I think that they will offer some money. It's there. The money's like, look, there's money for a Zhang fight in China. I mean, maybe it's not Fury or Usyk, but maybe Joshua, maybe Wilder. You know what I mean? Wilder only sold like 73,000 pay-per-views in the last fight. He could use a good paycheck against Zhang, and I think that's a very intriguing fight. I'm just putting that out there. All right? I am just putting that out there. I'm just saying. So I just want to make sure. Give me a second, you guys. So here's the thing. I just want to make sure people understand how significant this is. Because look, there's nothing wrong with this, but there's a lot of people that started watching boxing around the Mayweather De La Hoya or the Mayweather kind of Pacquiao saga. And I'm glad people became boxing fans and all that. But traditionally in boxing, the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world is a big deal. Okay? And being the Undisputed Champion is at heavyweight has always been very significant. And I'm glad that we're finally getting it. Because for so long, people just gave up and saw it as some like some pipe dream, some pie in the sky shit that we ain't gonna get, right? But now we're getting it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm just speaking for myself. If it's on pay-per-view, if Usyk Fury's on pay-per-view, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and ask for the fight, demand the fight, say I want the fight, and then turn around and not buy it. All right. I am buying this fight. I will be supporting this fight. May the best man win. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do think Fury will be a little too much for Usyk. And it's not like I think highly of Usyk's a great fighter. All right. And there's no shame in losing to Tyson Fury. And I do think he'll give him a good fight. But I just think Tyson Fury's size, like, well, people need to understand about Fury. Love him or hate him, he's got a great jab. He could fight on the outside. He could fight very well on the inside. He uses his size, his strength, his it's like fighting a bear. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. And sometimes it looks unfair because he's so much bigger than these guys, but it is a heavyweight division that there is no weight limit. It's the way it is, right? And at Show B, someone I do the roundtable with has said multiple times, if you think the only reason he's winning because of his size, then why isn't Valuev the greatest fighter that ever lived? He was 7 feet tall, hairier, and more, and you know, with the same physique as fucking Tyson Fury, quite frankly. But he wasn't the greatest ever, right? So the way I see it is, and it's because it's not just that. And we can't praise other fight. We can't call B-Hop crafty when he does it. We can't call like other fighters crafty when they're holding and clinching, and when Canelo's doing it to Charlo, you know, controlling the head and holding and letting it go and punch. Like when other fighters do it, we can't praise it, right? But then, you know, when Haney's doing it to Lomachenko, it's totally fine, right? You know, when a lot of these fighters are doing it. When Hitchens is doing it to the pit, oh, that's skill. But when Tyson Fury does it, when he's holding, oh, it's cheating. And maybe it's the aesthetics of it because he's so much bigger than them. So why is he holding them? But hey, like, why wouldn't you use your size? Just like why wouldn't you use your speed? Why wouldn't you use your if you have faster feet, use that. It's just that's the name of the game. And look, and I'm with you guys. I don't like holding. I don't like holding in boxing. I think it's not aesthetically pleasing to watch. I would love to, me personally, I would love them to kind of get stricter withholding. It's my personal opinion, right? But that's not here nor there. But nonetheless, he's still fighting within the confines of the rules. But it's not just that, guys. He has really good power. We've seen that by him stopping Wilder like he did. Going with Kronk, having a more offensive style, the long jab, that power jab that he uses now. A powerful, he's turning like his hooks now, where before he would just kind of like slap them, but now he's like turning the hooks with more power. His right hand's always been good and solid, but he's more front foot heavy now when he does it. But then he still has the ability to box on the outside, jab on the move, and that's going to be very difficult for Usyk to deal with, right? Because in order for the little guy to beat the bigger guy, you have to be substantially more skilled. And the question is Usyk substantially more skilled than Fury to make up for that difference? I'm going to bet that it's not. And I hope I'm wrong because I'm rooting for Usyk. I want Usyk to win. And if he wins, I'll eat that crow with rice and beans on the side. I'll love it. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But I'm not thinking with my heart. I'm thinking with my head. I think Fury is favored in this fight, in my mind, and he should win this fight. Let me read a couple more comments. All right. I just hope Tony Weeks doesn't referee the undisputed fight. That's all. 100%. That's for sure. Usyk is bringing a dynamic that heavyweights don't usually see. The movement in combination with boxing. I agree with that. That's why I don't think it's going to be an easy night for Fury, right? Especially like the first 4 or 5 rounds. And don't underestimate Usyk's toughness, his speed, and his stamina. He has really good stamina, right? So it's going to be interesting. Don't get me wrong. Right, it's a great fight, but you could only pick one winner. You know what I mean? You could only pick one dude. There's only one guy you can pick. You can't pick both. A controversial body shot helped get a heavyweight undisputed across the line. Was shaking my head at Fury saying didn't want the rematch clause versus Usyk earlier, but put it in Ngannou fight. At least we're almost there. There's a two-way rematch clause, by the way. Two-way, and it's a two-way street. Regardless of who wins, there's a rematch clause. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. All right, shout out to Lady Chan. I'm a little weirded out by the automatic rematch clauses. Diminishes the first fight. Yeah, I mean, I guess the way I see it, if it helped make the fight happen, then hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I wish it wasn't, just saying. If the fight, is the fight really sciences? I go, yes. That's the fight poster, bro. That's the official fight poster. Like it's Queensberry shared it, Top Rank shared it. It's official, 100%. Usyk's going to be at the Ngannou fight, right? So whether it happens or not, I believe it's going to happen. But there's some people questioning if it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It'll be a cracker of a fight. There you go. Lady Chan says, I got Usyk outboxing the fraud, LOL. Fury's body is breaking down. He said it himself. Usyk does everything better and has less miles on the clock. Man. So that is that. There's a lot of love for Fury for sure. But I'm telling you right now, Lady Chan, I don't think he's going to pull it off. It's got to be honest. But I hope I'm wrong, though. I hope you're right. I hope Usyk does win. You know what I mean? Usyk don't want to talk about the body. That's going to be very interesting. Look, guys, I appreciate everybody being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We'll return next week with box topics. We'll cover boxing's hot topics, right? This is DStyle Boxing. Make sure you keep it boxing. And tune in on Wednesday on my channel for Hispanics Causing Panics with Calix and I. We do a show every Wednesday. It'll be around noon Central Time. And then, of course, here on this channel, make sure you catch Women Crushing It Wednesday with Christine, Nika, and Crystal. I'm sure they'll have a great show. Hit that bell button if you haven't already so you're notified when this channel goes live, so you get the notification on Wednesday. And make sure you subscribe if you like the content. This is DStyle Boxing. Keep it boxing. I'm out here, guys. Peace.